Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm basically gonna go over the, not really mistakes, but all the background details, yeah, a bit of mistakes that I've made in the past month, for the month of October. So, let's get right into it, starting with Stop Chewing So Loud, a GMOD FNAF skit. So, for starters, at the beginning of this video, we can notice one mistake, and it's the fact that Bonnie is welded to the chair because the chair moves when Bonnie moves. And that's probably one of the first things I noticed when I was recording it. So I'll try fixing that during the recording, but then I edited it out. Also, did anyone notice Bonnie got the triangle guitar back? Because that's the triangle guitar right there, so yeah. And since we're looking at the shot, I guess I can call out the fact that you can see Mr. Cupcake hiding in the corner on the left side of the stage. And by left, I mean very left side of the stage. Look at him right there. Look at that little guy. He's just upside down. Also, in this scene, if we look really closely, Foxy does not even come into contact with Freddy. That's another mistake we have to add on there. We look in the background, we can see a little golden bear hiding in the presents. This is more noticeable when Bonnie is standing up looking at Foxy after he threw Freddy out the window. So that brings Stop Chewing So Loud, a GMOD FNAF skit, to a grand total of 2 mistakes and 3 background appearances. So since that's the end of that clip, and it's the end of that for the hidden details, so now let's move on to the next video that actually has these hidden details in the background. It's time to go to the most spooky series that is upcoming on this channel, the Corrupted Carnival teaser. There's only one hidden thing in the background in this episode, and it's when the box appears. We see Scythe in the background. And if you don't know who Scythe is, go watch the video popping up on your screen. Also, the only mistake I really found in this video is that when the box appeared, the appearing sound happened before the box actually appeared. So that brings the Corrupted Carnival teaser to a total of 1 mistake and 1 background detail. Alright, it's now time to move on to Fazbear Maintenance. And this one's pretty early on to see our first background character. It's about to pop up. Give Henry a second so the cameras are right behind him, and he's right there. In that little car right there, you can just make out a pair of teeth, which is Wizard Golden Freddy. And a little remark, the thumbnail, you can't see him really. But with the Golden Freddy's on the very right, it's just the yellow bars get in the way, so you can't really see him. So that brings Fazbear Maintenance to a grand total of 1 mistake and 1 background appearance. On the contrast of Fazbear Maintenance, let's move on to Fazbear Maintenance 2. And this is one of the first solid ones. This was not a mistake made for William. It was just a general mistake. I misplaced Freddy. I mean Bonnie and Chica. They should be the opposite way around, but I misplaced them. So my bad on that. But there is another mistake later on in it, which is now when we're in the flashback, Foxy's already broken. He shouldn't be, because he got broken after he fell down the stairs. It was just I made it last second. Because I had the idea of a flashback right then and there. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do another flashback. Also, going back to the topic of the main stage, the cupcake is just floating. Henry does point this out. It's because the Gmod model is Chica's hand. It's just a little iffy. Like, it's one big block. Like, the finger gets in the way, so can't really hold the cupcake. And also now, I want to point out, the doors are supposed to be open. So there was a lot of mistakes in this one. Also, these doors are supposed to be open. There was just a mistake at the beginning when I was initially recording it. There was actually 2 recordings. The first one, I made a mistake, so it was only like 4 seconds long, where I deleted the front door. Therefore, I had to restart the whole beginning part, which didn't take that long. But the thing is, it had to reset all the doors because I didn't want a missing door to be there because it would make no sense in the video. Also, in the background, when Henry, in like the same scene, Henry is walking to the back stage to find William. You can see Golden Freddy right here. Oh my god, look at that little golden boyo in the background. Also, just like Fazbear Maintenance 1, Fazbear Maintenance 2 has a problem with the thumbnail, and it's the fact Henry's there when Foxy falls down the stairs. Which, in the flashback, Henry wasn't there. He just arrived at the pizza place when William called him. So, that's one mistake, but it makes the thumbnail better that Henry's there. Face palming like he did in the first one. So that brings Fazbear Maintenance 2 to a grand total of 5 mistakes and 1 background appearance. Now it's time to move on to the Fall Guys video. So there's only 2 major mistakes in this one video. And the first one is when they move on to the second minigame, we can see when Toy Chica picks up Toy Cupcake and throws her to the end, we can see Toy Cupcake missed, but when we go on to the next minigame, Toy Cupcake made it somehow. I guess I just forgot when I recorded. So there's that for y'all. Also, in the final minigame, the characters are staying on this platform, but earlier on in the first minigame, we can get a quick glimpse of that area, which is about to happen when I go in the air. So give it a sec, and there you go. We can clearly see in the background there's no platform. It got added later on. So that brings FNAF in Fall Guys to a grand total of 2 mistakes and 0 background characters, which for almost a 1-hour video, not bad. Not bad. Now we move on to this year's Halloween special, yet another Corrupted Carnival teaser, where in the background of one of the shots, or actually a few shots I think, you can see Game Show Energy lying on the floor when he flew away after he got mad at Jacko Trap. But this is really noticeable when they are talking to Jacko Endo, aka the Ground Enforcer. You can just see him back there laying on the floor. That's a ding right there. A definite ding. So that brings the Corrupted Carnival Halloween special to a grand total of 1 mistake and 0 background appearances. So that's going to be it for this video of everything wrong with my videos and every little detail you may have missed. Who is this guy? Get out of my way! Anyways, I want to say thank you guys for watching, and I just want to say, if you saw anything I missed in my video, any details you saw that I missed, let me know in the comments. I know no one's going to comment, and I do want to remark this video was inspired by Element Animations. Everything wrong with our videos. So I want to point that out. This was I sold the idea because one, like they said, it's fun to go back over the old work. So I just want to say thanks for watching and see you all for Minecraft Part 2 coming out probably not tomorrow, but November 2nd. And later today, I'm going to make, which is November 1st right now, so I'm going to make FNAF TD's Halloween update, which should come out in a little bit. Just go here. Coming out in 2 hours. So, can't wait to see you all there, and see you next time.